Hi, all. Let's talk about another election violence prevention strategy. Remembering again, this is one strategy. There's actually a whole bunch of them. So listen, see if you figure out like whether this is a thing for you. And if it is, jump in. And if it's not, find a different strategy. Everybody can do something. This particular strategy is election management and administration. When we have an election, we need to know for sure that the election is both fair and perceived as fair. It needs to be fair so that the people being elected are legitimately elected, and it needs to be perceived as fair because even if something is fair but people don't believe that it is, then we run into this problem where people start thinking, okay, but I don't think it's actually working, and I'm going to have to turn to violence in order to get what I think is necessary. So again, an election that's fair and is perceived as fair by everybody makes people feel less reliant on the need to go outside the system in order to make a change. One of the things an ordinary person can do about this is to serve as a poll worker. Poll workers are usually paid and you will be given training, and they are essential to making sure that the election process actually works. Now, the thing is, in the United States, local areas are all different in terms of how you become a poll worker. So you need to go to a website called powerthepolls.org, powerthepolls.org. And if you go there, you can enter your zip code and it will tell you exactly how to become a poll worker in your local area. Another thing that you can do is send letters of support and thanks to election officials. So let's say that you happen to know that the election officials in your area, like you believe they've been working really hard, they've been doing a reasonable job. If you don't believe they've been working very hard and doing a reasonable job, I understand that. But if you do, it's a good thing to send a letter of support or a letter of thanks and just say, hey, I appreciate the work that you're doing on the elections. The reason why this is so important is because people have been threatening election officials and threatening them, threatening their lives, threatening the lives of their children, which is terrifying and is an act of election violence. And so to be able to reach out to them and just say, hi, I'm an ordinary person, I believe in the work that you're doing and I really appreciate it, is a comforting gesture and can help that feel a little bit more reasonable to somebody in that position. And then the final thing you can do, and this is me sounding a little bit broken record like, is look at the Braver Angels Trustworthy Elections Report. I'm going to say those words again. Braver Angels Trustworthy Elections Report. This thing is amazing because it provides concrete steps for election reform that are universally agreed upon by large groups of both conservatives and liberals. The idea here is, can we address everybody's concerns so that everybody is perceiving the election as fair simultaneously? It's an amazing document, and if you read through it and you like or are interested in what you see, get other people together, talk about it together. And then where I want you to go with it is see if you can spread the word. Can you send it to other folks? Can you take it to your representatives? Can you look at it together in schools or classrooms or discussion groups, or just talk about it with your friends, whatever works, and get the word out about that Braver Angels Trustworthy Elections Report, which has that intention of let's reform our elections in a way that make them fair and perceived as fair by everybody. Next time we talk, it'll be about another strategy.